Good morning, everybody. So we are just getting ready to go out and do morning barn chores. I have my milk stuff here. I'm going to be milking Ginger, and I thought I would just bring you along with me this morning. Other than that, it's early here. It's like 8:30, I think. So I'm heading out, and just thought I haven't taken you along for our morning barn chores in a while. So I thought I will take you along here. So we are going to head to the barn. That's Killer, our cat. We will just stop here. I already hear the sheep, so there's Fluffy and Coda and Trixie. Good morning, morning, morning. Trixie, my husband parked the tractor in here one night. It was going to storm, and he has never taken it out. Say good morning. Yeah, good morning. Hi, babies. So here is Cotton. That was Matilda's baby. And then this one is Prince over here. This is Cinnamon, Millie's baby. And this is Sugar over here. And this is Klondike. And that's Millie. Cinnamon is very talkative. And then Klondike. And the babies, I don't know if they're crying for their mommy or they're just crying because everybody else is crying. But everybody's ready for food. Millie just stands back and kind of watches everybody. So we will get them fed. They are one of our first ones we feed, because if we don't feed them, they do this. And that's Applejack. He is waiting patiently for his food. He will kick the stall door and have a fit. Ginger is waiting right there. She knows what time it is. Cookie Mill is locked in her stall, because if not, she will nurse her mama. The other day, Ginger got out. Our old wooden fence, she had knocked down a couple slats. She got out, and I come around the corner in the barn, and she was loose. But we're going to go ahead and let the chickens loose. And if you wonder what happened to my chicken feeder, well, Ginger kind of destroyed it. She got in here when she was loose and destroyed it. So we're going to go ahead and release the chickens. And I have to get them some water, but I will let you. So, as you can see, they're out getting their drinks. They're out here. We've got this thing to put in our new coop. We're going to be building a new chicken area. They're actually going to go... Oh, here's another one coming out. I guess she decided it was time. And I believe that's it. No more in there. So we're getting ready to build a new coop out by our store, to where they will have a lot more room to run. And Ginger's like, okay, Mom. So let's go take care of the sheep real quick. Really, Cookie? We'll take care of these loud sheep and get Apple's food. What? What? I will put you here, and you can watch the sheep for a few minutes. We are going to go ahead and feed these guys so that they be quiet. Because as you can see, they're super noisy girls and boys, aren't ya? Oh my gosh, they knocked over their feeder. So I'm going to bring you in here and show you what these guys have done real quick. I'm going to have my husband probably work on this today while I'm at work. We went and bought a new feeder because we were feeding our hay on the ground. And I don't know if that's what Matilda got, a bad piece of hay that was moldy, but we decided to stop feeding on the ground and buy this. And so now they have completely knocked this over. So I am going to have to pick it up. And then I will have to have my husband somehow probably chain this to the wall. Because the other day I sat it there. And I come in the next day and it was this way. So I was like, I wonder if the kids moved it or something. But obviously they're making a mess with it. And as you can see, all of the hay is on the ground again. So we'll have to give him a chore today to fix the feeder. So the chickens are out here running. I'm going to go ahead and get them a bucket of scratch grain. And then I will have to. I'll let you sit and watch Trixie for a minute. Doing Coda Lovey, Trixie. Alright, so we're gonna go feed the chickens some scratch grain and also go ahead and feed Apple. And then I have to go to the barn. Alright, Apple, I'll do you now. Hold on. Get in there, Apple. Get in there, Apple. Let's go. Make sure your bin's clean here. Is your bin clean, Apple? Back. Thank you. Good boy. He has manners. When he wants his food, he knows I do not feed him until he backs away. Let's go, ladies. Come on. Let's go out here. Come on, ladies. I gotta get to milking. Come on. Oh, well, move out of the way, please. So I take a bucket of scratch grain. I'll have to have my husband fix the feeder also. But I take a bucket of scratch grain that I have made up at our local co-op. It's just sunflower seeds, cracked corn, I think steam-rolled oats. No, I think it's barley and stuff. And I just toss it because they love it. Oops. Dingle dong chicken. I'll go over here. There's some chickens over here. And I try and throw some pretty far because I have a few roosters that don't like to get around the other roosters. So I try and make plenty of piles. So then they all can come out here and eat. So, since they are perfectly fine now, they got some scratching around to do. You can see Ginger back here. She's wondering why we haven't got started yet. So, I'm going to walk in the barn over here because I have been lazy and I have not brought my cow feed into the tack room yet. We went down and got it, and I get 500 pounds at a time. So it's over here. So we have our hay trailers in here still. And if you can see, I'm trying to zoom you in here. Over here, there's a chicken up on the hay. And I told my daughters today, this has been going on for the last couple days, I told them that we need to come out and check for eggs over on our hay trailer. There's a trailer right here on the other side of our baler. Well, as you can see, there's a chicken on it. We usually find eggs on there every day, but I told them that we need to go ahead and look for eggs. So this is our stray cat, Homie. Homie lives down the road. But I think Homie likes our food better, I think. Or just, he likes our place better because he's always here. But Homie is a stray cat, and I don't do kittens. I don't want unwanted cats. I like to go adopt. So Homie is going to be going and getting fixed here real soon. I don't care if it is somebody's cat. Anything that comes on my property, I take the money and go get it fixed. Oh well, if my dogs or cats wander on somebody's property and they take it and get it fixed, I'd be like, oh, well, thank you, because, you know, obviously I was an irresponsible person who let my animals run. So if I let my animals run, it's a chance I take. So homie likes to scrap with my other cats because he isn't fixed, and I don't like that. It's not fair to my cats. So homie is going to be getting a vet visit here probably within the next month, and he's going to get fixed. So, all right, so the only thing we haven't done yet are the ducks. The ducks, I've got 2 female ducks sitting on eggs right now. So they are in a stall over there. We're going to let them stay on their eggs all day long. We make sure they got food and water in the stall. The other 4 ducks, they do come outside. I'm going to go ahead and turn the fans on for the animals. But the other ones don't like to come out till about 11:30, and my daughter usually takes them over to the pond, and then and then they come back and they go in their pen. So I'm going to sit you down for a minute. I'm going to feed Cookie Moo. Cookie Moo gets about a half a scoop of our dairy mix we have made up. It's cottonseed hulls, steam-rolled oats. It has barley in it. It has all the calcium and minerals in it, and it also has a local distiller's grain. We are local to Seagram's Distillers, so we get their distiller's grain from there. So Cookie Moo will eat, and then once we get Ginger in her stall, we will let Cookie Moo out. I just go ahead and get hay out of the bin. So I'm going to go ahead and position you in here. So I go ahead and I load up Ginger's hay right here. And I also, Ginger got out the other day in the barn and decided to go after this Licks salt block. I always push her hay over so she's got a clear path to her grain in the morning, and then she can have her hay. So, and I do go ahead and fly spray Cookie Moo while she's eating. And when Ginger comes in and gets in her stanchion, I will go ahead and fly spray her. So I'm going to go ahead and let Ginger in, because I'm ready for her. Come on. And if I don't get out of the way, Ginger runs me over, because she knows it is eating time. So I'm going to go ahead and fly spray her. Alright. And I always put me a fan in here because I don't like to be hot. Actually, I guess salt block anyway. ahead and get myself positioned here. I guess it helps if I turn the fan the right way, right? Kind of facing backwards. So, alright. I'm going to go ahead and get you positioned because some of you always ask me how I milk, what I do, so forth. Let me go ahead and position you here. That way you can see. And I'll probably do a time lapse on it just because it don't take me that long to milk. Scoot over here, girl. Scoot over. Thank you. Oh, good girl. So I always brush her out before I milk. I don't want any dirtiness. So always. And you know what? Cows get dirty. She was outside last night. We don't lock her up at night because she poops and pees in my stanchion stall, and I don't like that. I like to keep my stall nice and clean because this is where I'm milking. Sometimes she does. The other day when she got loose, finally got her to come back into here. She was just out roaming around seeing what everything was. So I got her to come back in here, and she ended up going to the bathroom in the stall, but it's okay. It happens. So first thing I do, I brush her off. I've got several rags, and I clean her up. If she is very dirty, I use several rags. Most of the time, she's not that dirty. And I never re-dip my rag. I wash her the best I can with the wet rag that I've got. And then I bring out several rags, that way if she is dirty, I can clean her up. I've had it where I go through 5 or 6 rags just to clean her up before we even milk. So that's one rag. I'll take my rag and kind of just daub her off here. See what we got left to clean. My next rag I'll get wet. This one will not get as dirty, so I could re-dip it if I needed it. This one I just go through and make sure all her teats are clean, especially on the bottoms where the milk hole is. Cookie Mill, what do you want? So, one thing I do have to do, I'm gonna dip her iodine. I always use iodine on them to really get them sterile. And once I dip her, as you can see, she's still a little dirty on the outside. Always clean her up. Once I dip her, I'm going to let her sit for a minute. And I've got to go open Cookie's stall so that Cookie can go out when she's done eating. Bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to go do that real quick. I believe Cookie Mill is coming into heat, so I believe that's why she is mooing so much, which is good because with having 2 cows, it's much easier to know when one's in heat, because we will be AI and Ginger within the next month. Yeah, Cookie Moo is outside looking for Ginger. Alright, So I've got her iodine off. So now I just dry her off real good with another towel. Cookie Moo went out. I may go shut her door because I don't let them in the stalls during the day. Where'd she go? Always getting up doing something else. So, alright. So now Ginger is ready to milk. And like I said, I will probably time lapse this because it takes me about 20-25 minutes to milk. So, but before I do that, I always squirt out milk to make sure there's nothing in the milk canal or bacteria or anything. I always squirt out the first few squirts. So I will be back. If my camera dies from the battery, you know what happens. So I just sit here. Now we do have a milk machine. We actually have two of them. The first one, back your leg up. Thank you. The first one is a big 10 or 12 gallon milk machine. Ginger does not give me that much. She gives me 2 to 3 gallons a day. So it would be a waste to use that and dirty that up. We have another machine that is a 3-gallon milker, but my pump, the pump to it started acting funny, so my husband has to look at it. So now I hand milk. And honestly, I don't mind it. It's kind of my time I spend with Ginger. I can see how her teats are, and of course she has big teats, so it's not a problem milking her. She doesn't have little tiny teats where I can't get my hands around them. So I don't mind, and that's one thing good with Cookie. Cookie has big teats, so I'll be anxious to milk her. I always look and make sure we don't breed with anything that has produced heifers with little teats, because I don't want little teats. So it'll take me about 20 minutes to do this. So I shall return. Welcome back. I did turn my camera off because the battery was running low, but I wanted to go ahead and turn it back on because I'm about done milking. As you can see, almost got probably, I'm going to say 2 gallons. So it's been about, I'm going to say probably about 12 to 15 minutes. She is given a little less today because I believe she's in heat. When they're in heat, they give less milk. On the day that, on the big heavy day that they're in heat, they give less milk. So she is giving me a little less milk. And with Cookie Moo out there bawling, it tells me that they're both on the same kind of cycle. They're cycling around the same time. And I can see just from her swellingness and stuff on her back end, she is in heat. I don't know what stage of heat she's in, but she has gave a little less milk today. So as you can see, I'm not getting very much out anymore. But that's okay. We got about 2 gallons. 2 gallons of fresh A2 Jersey milk. So now what I do is I go ahead and put my lid on this to keep it clean. I'll set it over here. And I always iodine her after milking because the milk ducts will stay open. They say for about 30 seconds. after hand milking. So I don't want nothing to get up in there. So then just iodine her and just let her be. And then we will go ahead and clean up our stuff, and we will get out of here. Let her finish up the little bit of hay she's got in her stanchion still. I'll put all my rags in there. I'm kind of covered in straw because she decided to throw straw at me. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up my stall. As you can see, she's very well content. Aren't you, Ginger? Look, she has got hay on her head because she decided to throw it when she was eating. Oh my goodness. I'm going to go ahead and let her head out. And I'll pick up my stuff here so that she doesn't destroy it. Sometimes she will come out. She'll drop grain down here in this corner. She'll come out to eat it. What's her doing? Her's a good cow. Yeah, her's a good cow. So I'm going to go ahead and set my milk out here. I'm going to go ahead and turn my fan off. I will set you guys back here. You can watch her for a second. I'm going to get this out of here. And then, oh, she, also what she did is when she threw the hay, she must have threw it out her door because poor Trixie is covered in hay. So, we're going to go ahead and run her out of the stall. And how I do this, she's pretty good. Oh, I just stepped in. Oh, Cookie's out here eating. You have that hay spread everywhere, Cookie Moo. See, she's cleaning up her spot where her grain is. Cookie Moo's like, I know Mom's not going to let me come in there. What are you doing, Cookie? She's a big girl. I'll be breeding her in a couple months. I'm going to give her a couple more months. She was a 1-year-old in June, so she's a year-old, 2 months. So I'm going to give her a couple more months before I breed her. And a chicken just ran through. So. So as soon as Ginger finishes, I will send her on out. I have a stick here somewhere. I don't have to have a stick. Oh, noisy butt's down there. Sometimes it's easier to get Ginger out because she wants to stay in here. Alright, let's go. Mom, out. Let's go. Out. Go. Get out. 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 Go on, Cal. Out. Out, Cal. Out. Good girl. Alright, if you guys are in heat, go do something somewhere else. Ginger, get out of the way. No, we're not doing that right here. Definitely not on video. Goodness Betsy. So, as I said, they are both in heat. And from the way they're acting out there, smelling each other, and so forth, I know what today's going to be, so they can stay outside. I don't need my stalls destroyed. So, but other than that, I am pretty much done with chores. Chickens are let loose. The sheep are fed. Ginger's milked. They're both outside. Applejack's has food. Trixie's covered in hay. Trixie's having some hip problems. Trixie's getting pretty old here. She's got some shedding to do still. My goodness, Trixie. we brush her out and she gets more. Brush her out and get more. So I know what I'll be doing today is brushing Trixie, but Trixie's starting to have some hip problems. So we definitely got to get with the vet and see what we can get her on. And she'll probably become an inside dog very soon. So, oh my. Alright, so that is about all I have. Apple's in his stall. I need to turn his fan on. He's got his butt up to us. That means he wants his fan on. I always make sure my fans are clean. I don't want no barn fire. Applejacks, what are you doing, big boy? Huh? So, their fan's on. And they're going to lounge in front of it. Yes, 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 I see you. So, alright, well, I think that's it. My battery. Let me show you the ducks real quick. What they're doing. Here in about an hour, my daughters. So, they were all sleeping right here. So I've got one sitting on a nest there, and I got one sitting on a nest here. But you see, they got food. I don't know where their water bowl is. Her water's over here. So I'm actually going to give them some fresh water real quick. But just thought I'd take you around and let you see a little of the barn chores that I do. And every morning I do this by myself because my girls are in school. Today, one is home. She didn't feel good, so she stayed home. The schools don't really want you sending your kids if they're even a bit sick. So she has a sore throat, stuffy nose, probably a sinus infection. She has started the elderberry syrup and the elderberry tincture. So she's actually feeling better, so she'll be going to school tomorrow. But she's home, so she will come out and let the ducks out later. Usually, if it's me, I'll come out right before I eat lunch, and I'll let them out. They'll want to go out. So, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed the chore morning and seeing me milk. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. And if whatever, just leave a comment below. That's what the comments are for. I really enjoy answering questions and seeing what other people do. If you do anything similar in the morning, let me know. It's fun to see other people doing kind of what we're doing. So I'm going to jump off here. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, Randolph's Farm. You can search it, just Randolph's Farm. We put a lot of things on Facebook. We do recipes. We do the store here. I put pictures up that I don't always get to YouTube. And also, we do have a website. It's www.randolphsfarm.com. We sell a lot of our stuff that we have in the store on there, and we will be getting our shirts and hoodies and hats and so forth here within the next month. So them will all be for sale. I think I'm going to get a few shirt designs of Cookie Moo and of Ginger, and also maybe some of the sheep and ducks and chickens. So we'll have a little bit of different stuff if you're interested in that. So just make sure you check it out, and also make sure you go over to my Facebook page and like my Facebook, because I'll post it on there when we get it. That'll be the first place it's posted, and then I'll do a video on YouTube of it. The season is coming. Garden season is ending. You can see my garden. My corn is growing awesome. I really don't know what happened to that year. But other than that, I am going to get off here. I'm going to give the ducks some fresh water. I got to take this milk and go put it in the freezer and get it cooled down real quick, and then I am off to work. So you guys have a good day, and as always, I will see you on the next video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and please tell your friends and family to come over and check us out. I'm looking to get more subscribers, trying to do more videos, so hopefully we'll have some more videos to do also. All right, you guys have a good day, and as always, talk to you later.